When is Valve going to get good at hardware? I mean, they've been good at various parts of it over time, but now even with the Steam Deck, it's like they made something pretty good, they put it out, and they let it die. Like they have no idea how to like they believe in some kind of capitalist ideal laissez-faire thing where you just make the thing and you put it out, and then it'll either naturally just win or it won't win, and like nothing else matters somehow or something. It's like they don't get behind products, especially fucking hardware products. I don't understand it. What's wrong with the Steam Deck? It's mostly fine. I mean, again, for me, I haven't used it enough to really have any complaints about it. For me, it's just that class of device doesn't make that much sense because I bring a laptop everywhere. But if you don't bring a laptop everywhere, it makes more sense, right? I just mean they release the Steam Deck and like, look, Sony, what does Sony do for their hardware? They like promote it heavily all the time. Like all the time. Like how much effort does Sony put in to having PlayStation be a good thing that people want? It's like a lot, right? And like Valve doesn't do any of that stuff. They have so much money and it just sits in their bank account. People will just know it's there and buy it because it's good. That's kind of what their theory seems to be, though. Like they seem to have a few failure points that are based on maybe observations that the founders made earlier in their careers that have some truth to them, but that have been extrapolated beyond correctness, right? So for example, I had two examples in mind and then I started thinking about something else and it dropped out of mind. Oh, the way that they like don't believe in game design, right? They believe in design by committee. Most of the committee not understanding game design. Because yes, it's true that if you have a design monarchy, that designer can make mistakes and mess up the product and not listen enough to like what customers want and whatever. That's true. But effective design monarchies have made the best things, the best products ever made. The best products ever made are not like iterative, ask the market what they want and give them that, right? As Henry Ford said. Same thing with this, like the way they don't get behind products ever. And again, I think maybe that goes back to culturally. Half-Life and Half-Life 2 were in such a smaller market and were so impressive compared to what anyone else was making that they sold themselves. And so I think now that they think anything sells itself or it doesn't deserve to exist. And it's like, no, there's just realities. There's just tactical realities. No, I don't know. They just kind of shut up about VR forever. But now you find they're making another one. They're so schizophrenic about VR as well. Are they making another headset? Because I didn't know that. Is there like an Index 2 or does it have another weird name that no one will remember? Yeah, Portal 2 is not a good puzzle game. A lot of people like it more, but I think it's because it's got a lot more story. It's much more of like a linear story-driven adventure, and if that's what you want to play, that's what Portal 2 is. Portal 2 is not a good puzzle game.